Hey, people. Come on in, everybody. We got to talk about Bel Air season three. I don't know if y'all watched it, but it's out on Peacock right now. And I did watch the first two seasons, and I like the show. I like the show. Now, I do have some problems with the show. We're going to talk about that and some other stuff. We're going to have fun, but y'all know I'm not by myself. So, in no particular order, let's see who is backstage. I am going to let me call the gentleman down on onto the stage because we need him to hold us up. Talk about this Bel Air. So, Dom, how you
What's
doing?
going on? What's going on? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready for this.
Me too. Even though, look, I'm letting y'all know now. This live is supposed to happen tomorrow. I got problems today. Y'all gonna have to entertain me because Usher was supposed to be entertaining me on this evening. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to get my entertainment on this live show. Let's see. We got let's our resident sweet pea is here and TikTok expert. Come on up here, Ashley.
Don't do it. I was like, now, okay, I can do a lot of things. One thing I can't do is give you the Usher experience. I can't do that, but I can get kind of close. Dom can do it though. He pop lock and drop it now.
I need something. Y'all got show me what y'all got now.
I got
Look.
a lip sync. You don't want me to actually harmonize. Our equipment
But you
ain't good
got the
enough for
dance
that.
moves, Dom. You got
Yeah.
the dance moves though.
Okay,
You know?
I'm trying to get my life together. Okay, I was very melancholy today because I was supposed to be doing the A-Town Stomp and the State Farm Arena. But I'm here with my friends to talk about Bel Air. And last but not least, come on up here, struggle, because she was struggling to watch this show.
I was just first of all, at least let me present like I was going to enjoy it. Like, can you didn't give me the opportunity? I was watching the show. Yeah, this is not my show in particularly, but I'm here for y'all, and I'm here for it, and I'm here for Kay.
We appreciate that. Who do we have here? Who in here is watching Bel Air? Hi, Sheena. We got out here. Who else we got out here? Who is watching this show? Hey, somebody up here watching. We got some Bel Air people in here. Okay. Well, I need y'all to tell a friend, tell a friend. We're gonna be talking about Bel Air. You know what? Even if y'all haven't watched the show, we're gonna recap it and let you know everything that you need to know anyway. So if you missed the first three episodes, you know what? If you missed season 1 and 2, that's okay because we're gonna fill everybody in. But before we do that, I wanted to do something fun. So let's do it. Where do I got? Let me go here first. Let's do some Would You Rather.
Oh Lord.
I like this.
Let's do some Would You Rather here. Let me see. I am going to start with Ashley. Ashley, would
Yes.
you rather be friends with Jazz or be friends with Will?
Ooh. Okay, so here's the thing. I have this obsession with vinyl and with records. So I gotta be friends with Jazz because he got Charlie's. He got the record shop. He knows where the good food is. Jazz has a nice car. I mean, we could be besties. We could be absolute besties. And like Tyra said in the chat earlier, Will cries too much. So I'm gonna stick beside Jazz. I'm gonna stick beside Jazz.
You know what? I would choose Jazz too because he's a little bit more responsible than Will. Although, hanging out with Will, you might get the perks of living that caviar life, but Will be getting everybody in trouble. So I'm not gonna do it. It ain't even worth it at this point. Tyra, 90s fashion or today's fashion?
Girl, not we ain't got nothing right now. we don't have anything. 90s fashion is, live at 5, personified, 90s fashion when you see it. I mean, what is our fashion exactly? I don't think we have a thick identity as the 90s, so I'm gonna go with the 90s all day long.
Absolutely. And chat, you too. Y'all chime in here. If you would rather be friends with Will or Jazz, put it in the chat. If you would prefer 90s fashion over today's fashion, put it in the chat. Dom, Philly cheesesteak or cheeseburger? Which one?
Oh, that's easy. It's no contest. Whenever I go to a new place and they got a Philly cheesesteak on there, I'm like, let me try that. Let me get that. And then if I go back, let me try the chicken one now. But I'm gonna try that chili. That Philly cheesesteak is everything. Yes, sir. Everywhere.
Regular Philly cheesesteak or the chicken cheesesteak? See, I'm a chicken cheesesteak person.
So I'm a chicken cheesesteak generally, unless I go to like the East Coast. So if I'm going to Atlantic Station or I'm going somewhere, I mean Atlantic Station. I'm still in Atlanta. If I go to Atlantic City, then I'll get a actual Philly cheesesteak because they make it right. But if I'm somewhere anywhere else, I'll get the chicken one.
Okay, that's the one. Everybody in the chat, cheeseburger or Philly cheesesteak? Now, anybody on here that says cheeseburger, we're gonna have to talk about that.
You got to go.
Yeah, you got to qualify that.
You're gonna have to explain who made it, where did it come from, is it Keith Lee certified good? Because if you're gonna compare that to a Philly cheesesteak, I need to know where you're getting this from.
I need Gordon Ramsay. I need Gordon Ramsay to come to that restaurant.
Cheeseburger that they made in that movie, The Menu, that everlasting, life-saving cheeseburger. It better be that.
Exactly. It got to be a contender. Okay, I'm seeing cheesesteak. I'm questioning. Okay, I ain't seen no cheeseburger. Who gonna bump the system? Oh, dang, ain't nobody trying to be friends with Will?
Will is a child. Remember, Will was 16.
Dang.
I ain't got no 16-year-old friends.
We will be creating problems out of thin air. I don't got time, sir.
He knows it. He don't know how to mind his business. Like,
you know what? I was just talking about that, Don. We are definitely gonna get into that part with Nosy Will. And last one, and I want everybody on the panel to answer this one. We're gonna roll it back around to Ashley. Ashley, between these two Will Smith songs, I need to know: are we gonna rock with Men in Black and the Aliens? Are we gonna get jiggy with it? What we doing?
Nah. Get jiggy with it. You can Harlem shake. You can do the moves. For the energy, I'm going with getting jiggy with it. It's lore, okay? It's canon. Canon Will Smith. I mean, absolutely getting jiggy with it.
Okay, I see some. Okay, we having a mixed reaction in the chat. Now y'all want to be on the different page.
Betrayed me.
Right. Tyra. Men in Black. Now you know he had the breakdown in Men in Black now. Don't
I know. Well, I'm not going over there. It ain't enough flavor on getting jiggy with it. Men in Black got a little soul on it. It's got like, here comes the Men in Black.
Okay. And y'all know that's Coco background vocals. That's Coco back there.
Passing up on Coco for getting jiggy with it? No. Absolutely not.
All right, Dom.
Oh,
which one you got?
First of all, I'm a Will Smith music fan. I had albums of Will Smith, so this is actually difficult.
Me too.
For me.
I ain't even gonna lie.
But the good guys dressed in black. Remember that. Just to keep it face to face and make eye contact. You can't beat Men in Black.
Wait. Hold on. Y'all bought Will Smith albums?
Yeah, I had Millennium. I had
okay, I ain't gonna say I bought it, but you know, I got it the ski mask way. But I had the no, it was Big Willie style, that one.
Y'all have fun. I
had Fresh Prince and Bel-Air CDs. I had a collection.
I had West Side Connection. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I had some Illmatic. I ain't never had no Will Smith album in my life.
So you got to be able to do both. You got to be able to listen to DMX, and you got to be able to get jiggy with it too.
Yeah, my Millennium CD was right next to Reasonable Doubt. It was. I had it all.
I don't need just the two of us to be in the collection. I just pop that on when I want to hear it.
And brand new funk still goes. Yeah, that's gonna sleep with my boy. Brand new funk still goes hard.
To this day, y'all not gonna sleep on Big Willie and his music making skills. Okay,
it's the fact that y'all have his whole discography.
Right. First of all, I wasn't gonna say that. Actually, I don't even know what the hell that is. Brand new funk.
Oh, brand new funk is crazy. Brand new funk goes crazy.
That one go hard. We're gonna have to pull that one up for you later. Because you got to get on the train with that one.
I know parents just didn't understand, and then he was switching. I don't remember nothing in between there. I don't know.
Nightmare on My Street. Nightmare on My Street goes hard.
Okay, I could get with Nightmare on My Street like that early. Anything when he was alone and Jazzy wasn't there, I don't want to hear it.
Dang,
he was jamming.
So it got to be basically what you saying, Tyra, it's got to be DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah. See, now we cooking. I can go over there with you in the summertime. I don't want to go nowhere else, get jiggy with it. And welcome to Miami. Yummy. I'm all right.
Yummy. I'm okay.
See, I was this close to having a dance break. We're getting jiggy with it, but I ain't want Will Smith to come snatch my video because YouTube already acting up with me right now. They already don't like me today. So, but we are going to get into Bel-Air season 3, y'all. So this is going to be a different type of discussion. Because basically, we gonna go through some character dynamics and some situations here. We ain't gonna go, episode 1 through 3. We just gonna talk about these characters and all their foolishness within these episodes. So let's initial thoughts. Tyra, what did you think about these first 3 episodes?
Why are you coming to me first? Beautiful gowns. This show has never really stuck for me. I think they had something in particular with season 1, but it's not something that I just anticipate or just want to talk about. And going back to resume and get these 3 episodes, it's still not something I anticipate or want to talk about. This I would think, because I kind of fell off season 1, when Marlon Wayne showed up. I just had left and I didn't come back home. But I was like, I can't wait to get into season 3 and maybe see the potential growth that these characters have had since I left them a whole season and hadn't seen anything. Nothing's changed. They're still in the same place at the same time, doing the same. It's kind of, how Tyler Perry can stay on one storyline forever. He'd be like episode 17 and them characters still. I'm like, they haven't had a lot of growth, so I can see the show is taking its time. There's a lot of the show looks nice. It's beautiful. The show looks nice. There are no key moments where there are, really strong essences of the show, and you can I remember when that happened. They took that and did this. Oh, okay, that was a nice little callback there. But I don't care about these people.
Dom, pick it up and save it. What is your initial thoughts?
That's crazy.
pick it up, Dom.
Look, this type of stuff is very subjective, so everybody has their own opinion. Nobody's opinion is wrong except for Tyler. No, but I understand it. This when in the first season, I was hooked. But I'm a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan. That's my favorite sitcom to this day. I had the DVDs of that too. And so when I was watching this, in the first season, to me, it was great just to be back in this world, and for it to be dramatized was cool to me. And in this season, I like it. I think some characters have grown. And I think, because I also think they do a good job of, even though these don't look like children, I think they do a good job of making them behave like children. I think the type of irrational decisions they make are irrational and stupid, but they're consistent with adolescence. Problem I have with this show is the parents sometimes. The adults in the show give life lessons and then don't follow the life lessons, and it doesn't really make sense. Like, to me, the show doesn't justify why I'm not living what I'm preaching. And so that to me is a weak point of the show. And then Ashley, I know we're gonna talk about Ashley. Ashley is the personification of the weak point of the show. But
I would just like to know. I want to know who grew, because you said somebody had growth. I want to know who that person was, if you don't mind.
Who was it?
Carlton.
She said, point them out. I think if you go back and watch season 1, and you look at Will, and then even in season 2, you look at Will. I think Will in season 3 is a different person. I think he is a different character than he was when he got off the plane. I think Will has grown. I think
he's crying.
He is crying a lot. I do think he might be the only one, because Carlton has not grown. That therapy session did not work. I mean, the rehab did not work. Hillary, I would defend Hillary too, because to me, again, she's acting like a young adult. Even in decisions I don't agree with, I'm like, I know a girl who would do that and make that decision, and that would be a hard. And so it, to me, is realistic, even though it's frustrating. So I'm on board.
Okay. Will is not as over the top as he was when he first got to Bel-Air, but Will still be in everybody's business, and we're gonna talk about that. Because we all Will's problems stem at this point from him being in everybody business, because you worried about Jazz and his car and his business. You worried about Jeffrey and his son. Will, you getting your own self in trouble. You worried about Carlton and his rehab and stuff. Everybody business.
He being a
Will
good
is
friend.
nosy.
And as the main character, it's my job to make sure everybody else is good.
Nosy. Ashley, what were your first thoughts on these 3 episodes?
The first 1.5 episodes, I was super uninspired. Midway through episode 2, I was like, okay, maybe we're getting somewhere. Episode 3, I was like, is this what we're doing? That's how I felt. That was like my arc. But again, I think as far as me, when I approach Bel-Air, I'm approaching it from the position of nostalgia. I really liked what they did season 1. Season 2 faltered for me. So I'm going into season 3 with some hope, with some anticipation. But I want to agree, y'all gonna get off Lil C's top a little bit. When I tell you I loathed his very existence season 1, and now I can tolerate him, that's growth for me, buddy. The fact that he and Will are partnering and working together and have a symbiotic relationship, it behooves me. This was not the Carlton of first season, drugs or not. So I can appreciate that. There are some major missteps, especially with Ashley and Aunt Viv. She's pissing me off. But we'll get into it.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. That's just yeah. Some of these
Viv is pissing you off, but not Uncle Phil.
Right. Both of them. That's why I'm gonna get. I got a slide for both of them because
Uncle Phil.
I mean, everybody here has seen it. Does it not feel like we're treading the same raggedy ass waters, or am I tripping?
Well, a little bit of that is deliberate though. Because with Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil and their dynamic, they talk about in the show how they behave when stuff gets stressful and how it's kind of I can't say cycle. I won't say cyclical. I can't say the word, but how they kind of do the same behavior and they want to break that cycle and all that type of stuff. So so it does seem a little deliberate, a little bit, but I do agree that a lot of this, because like Carlton, I agree. With what you said about Carlton, to me, from season 1 to season 2 grew, and by the end of season 2, I felt like there was a lot of growth with Carlton. But at the same time, I felt like season 2 to season 3, I felt like they kind of did a weird pivot in direction, because we dropped the basketball thing, which I don't know why we dropped. That was such a big part of season 2 and season 1. Will Smith in basketball was very, and I liked that storyline in season 2. And then this season, it was like, never mind. He doesn't care anymore. He cares not about basketball anymore. And I'm like, well, dang.
Exactly. Picked up a ball one time and said, we're moving on.
Right.
Let's start with Hillary in this love triangle here. In the chat, by show of hands, do you like LaMarcus? And are we rooting for him? Because I'm rooting for Jazz. Because I mean, it ain't like LaMarcus ain't a bad guy, but no. I'm just not feeling it with LaMarcus here. Well, Ashley, how you feeling about LaMarcus and Hillary?
I don't think it's a love triangle anymore. I think he's a goner. I think he hit that dirt and he's done. I think he's concussed to the limit. I don't think he's going to be a contender in this race or in this fight. She'll be in mourning. She'll be wearing black for a couple episodes, and Jazz will be in there. Yeah, I think he's out of there.
You think he's gone?
I think he's gone. I think
like Trevor gone?
Yes, I think yes.
Hillary.
Yes.
I love you.
Hey, that would be crazy.
I'm just saying. I think he's a goner. I think he's done. I think Jazz will be helping her with her grief counseling, and
I hope they don't do that.
I didn't take your boy LaMarcus out so soon. Well, dang. Dom.
Dang. I don't think he was gonna die. I just thought that they was going they gave him a concussion and they gave him CTE so we can drag out her telling him because that's how TV goes, where it's just never the right time. We just always keep getting interrupted when I need to tell you some stuff, and then now when it comes out, because now you're gonna find out because somebody else gonna say it, and now it's all this big thing. And that's where I just think they was going with that, and it was irritating me. As soon as she did it at the game, even her friend Ivy was like, "Well, you doing it at the scrimmage? Why would you do it here? There's never a right time, but this is the worst time." But I think LaMarcus, I don't care about who Hillary ends up with. I like them and Josh. I think they have good chemistry, but I don't really care who Hillary ends up with. But at the same time, I just want them to make her choose without making somebody evil. Like, I don't do what they did with Drew and Lisa, where the dude had to be evil for her to go back to Will. Like, let her make an adult decision about who she wants to be with and live with it, and let somebody's feelings be hurt. Like, because for you to be like, for LaMarcus to be revealed to be an evil person, or for some weird life thing to come in to make her go to Jazz, that's not a real choice. And that's kind of taking her agency away as a character, and it's kind of lazy to me. So I just hope they don't do that. Just let her make a choice, whoever she chooses.
Right. I thought that they was gonna turn and do like the Diary of a Mad Black Woman thing and be like, "I'm sorry, Jazz, I got to go take care of Charles."
Charles. That's what I was about to say. I think they about to Diary of a Mad Black Woman this whole situation. And it's just like, oh, I just feel obligated to stay with him now, even though I was about to be diabolical as hell and come out here on the day of practice and say I kissed him. Like, girl, could you pick a worse time? Could you pick her? That woman don't love you. If she did, she wouldn't do that. Even her like delayed reaction to him getting hit, she's like, "Oh,
is
he okay? Baby? Oh, girl, he hurt. Hold my purse. The way he got hit, you would think your woman would be diving on to the field. She's like, trick. Oh, he ain't getting up, girl. Hold on. Like it was that. I ran that back twice. I thought that was hilarious. Her delayed reaction to him getting hit, but it's her and Jazz. Their whole situation is messy. I'm not here for the love triangle, like you said. It's not. I just wish I saw more of a connection between her and LaMarcus. Yes, he has money. Yes, they have history, and she getting flued out and they're traveling. But there's not a whole lot of chemistry there for me to be like, oh, LaMarcus isn't even a contender, and Jazz is just there being Jazz. Like, I literally do not care. Girl, could you have ran on that field a little damn faster?
Your fiance.
She wanted to move all that. He made a pivot. Okay. She didn't see that happening. How it went down. Shout out to the almost 60 people going on in the chat right now. And we're just getting started. So come on in. Let's run it up a little bit more. Let's see who we're moving on to next. Good old Carlton and his sobriety. That I'm not even sure it's going to last that long, because he has decided to hook up with somebody else that's struggling with their sobriety. Like, why are we, how are we living the sober life and both of y'all are struggling with addiction? And you know what? I'm not even sure I trust this girl. I don't know how I feel about her. Tyra, how you feel about Carlton and his new drug addict love?
Oh, girl, them faux locks give Agent of Chaos. She don't look together. She looked like a problem. She like a walking red flag. She got red hair. She be wearing red shirts. She looked like she got some up her sleeve. And the way that, first of all, who told Carlton to go to rehab for a month? What? What? And I told you that was the Coca-Cola, dumb, didn't I?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't want to believe it. I was in denial.
Like, they literally are locking up the wine cabinet and taking doors off the hinges. Like, well, we caught you. We caught a girl up in your room. Now we got to take precautions. And he was on hard drugs. First of all, we need to go to rehab a whole lot longer than that. Even the most little, the minute rehab, you at least do 90 days. What's supposed to happen that's so magical in 30 days? I was confused.
He needs to be gone the whole summer. Like, we should not see him for the summer.
His attachment to her is clearly she is a substitute for the drugs. So now he's addicted. First of all, she had to cause that scene when he pulled up on her at the little meeting.
Exactly. That was doing too much.
Girl, shut up. I'm just not here. Everybody knows the first steps of sobriety. This is the worst time that you could be trauma bonding and getting into a relationship with someone. If and when she does relapse, it could be easier for him to relapse. And Carlton stay holding on by a damn thread. That little month of rehab ain't did nothing for him. Her and her Hellcat needs to go the hell away.
Ashley, how you feel about Carlton and his drug addicted love?
Bad girl Riri is going to be a problem. That's her name. I just want to know how all of a sudden she and Lisa are besties. She's kind of infiltrating, a little snakish. I too had issues with her screaming, "You're stalking me" at a black man in public. That was disconcerting to me. I think she's going to be volatile. She's going to have Carlton embroiled in some wild situations. I think they might venture off into some throuple land. They might go on a bender. I see the absolute worst happening with her, because what person in their right mind passes off your Hellcat to somebody who ain't even driven it before, apparently, to go drag racing on the strip? She's unwise. She's not safe. I don't trust her. She done relapsed 50 times before. Bad girl Riri's a problem. Just wait and see. Just watch. She's going to infiltrate. She's going to cause problems between him and Will, guaranteed. Absolutely.
And who was old boy that was at the meeting, the support group meeting, that was lurking in the parking lot? Who are you?
He was giving, "No, baby, you don't want that. That ain't the one you want. I'm gonna let you go." Because he said, come on, baby, you can sit in the front." Like, "Oh, you here for her? Oh, you poor thing. You ain't know who you talking to." That's what it looked like to me. Get away, get far away. If you bonding with that one, be prepared to be back at the rehab facility for another month, because it's going downhill.
Dom,
let me tell you, this show gave me whiplash. In 3 episodes, it's giving me whiplash, because in the beginning, when we had that, I thought the scene where she freaked out on him was a little much, but I was okay with it, because when we got to the scene of his second visit to the meeting, and we got that scene, that seemed like a genuine scene, and I was like, all of that makes sense. All of that, yes, you are going after this girl because you're replacing your drug addiction with this connection, and she is trying to be on the straight and narrow, so she severs that, and now that's causing you to reflect internally and lean on your own self. And that speech he gave at the meeting was a reflection of that, and I was like, all right, I'm on the Carlton train, because and that was whiplash from how the show started, because when the show starts and he getting out of rehab, I was like, 30 days. We need to see him in rehab. His whole arc in this show should have been in rehab. We just need to cut away from Will and his foolishness to Carlton in a new meeting. We need to see him sweating it out. We need to see him huddled in the fetal position on the floor. I need to see him go through. Hey, are you not just gonna show up at this mansion rehab, and I'm gonna believe?
So you want him looking like Pookie? Is what you saying?
No. I want the scene in Ray where he kicks the heroin extended for 10 episodes. That's what Carlton need to go through.
You want him sweating it out.
Yeah, because there's no way. And there's no way that we, as your parents of a 16-year-old, apparently, which is wild. But you are parents of a 16-year-old you sent to rehab for doing the Coca-Cola. And when he comes back, you done padlocked the wine cellar and took the doors off. But you let him hang out. I don't care if they friends or not. You gonna let him hang out with somebody who was just in the same rehab and who a repeat offender? No, you can't hang out. No, you can't be friends. I don't care if that's all you're gonna be. I don't care if y'all never touch, if y'all don't hold hands, if y'all don't dap each other up. Y'all can't hang out. You can't be friends. Sorry.
Carlton is at the Bel-Air club with the former dealer. Like, man, he went right back around to the same people who like it's a hot mess. I'm just like, let's not build Carlton up to have him. It just looked like every minute he's close to a relapse.
No, he gonna overdose.
Because he didn't even finish the treatment. He should 1 month ain't enough. Okay.
Ain't
Lulu
enough.
was in treatment more than that on Raising Canaan. He need more time. we ain't see the treatment process long enough to know that it's gonna work.
And then how convenient for her to just show up when he is like, okay, you know what, she don't want to be with me, fine, let me go to this sobriety meeting and do what I'm supposed to do for myself. And she just, I was in the back, I just felt like it was so genuine. Like, girl, get away from me, girl.
Knucklehead.
Sometimes you got to listen to, moms do know best. If she when you see a snake, call it out, and she did. And
but the mom ain't do enough. Y'all are parents. Y'all are parents. And these ain't grown people. Carlton can't do like Will. Carlton can't just leave and go live somewhere. I call the police and bring your butt back. You live here. And if I take all the money away, you can't survive out there. You can't do like Will. You can't go play basketball for money. You can't do that. You here. And so I just don't understand why we not being parents. Because Carlton would have an air tag in every shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go nowhere. Like, you on house arrest. They're peeing in the cup. The peeing in the cup was cool. I like that. But it's more than that. I'm on. You were doing coke in my house. You had it in my house. I'm on that butt. I'm on you. I see you. Oh, James Avery, Uncle Phil would never. That's all I got.
not James Avery
would roll Carlton down them steps.
You'd have put Carlton in jail for a month. That's where the 30 days would have came in. Carlton would have been in jail. That's what.
Oh my goodness. Before we go to this next slide, shout out to King Nikki TV. Y'all go hit that sub button. We will live with her tomorrow for the horror panel. Show the panel some love and hit them super chats. Now y'all gonna have to hit my Cash App because YouTube don't like me today. But y'all hit the panel with some super chats.
Thank you.
While we're talking about Carlton, let's throw Ashley in here for a second because that's all they give her anyway. Would y'all feel like Ashley about this around this time? Like, I ain't got nothing for you, my guy. I ain't got nothing for you.
I mean, I guess. How old is Ashley again?
Exactly.
It's actually like 13, right?
She's like 13, 14 at this point.
14-ish.
Okay, so this was very adult. Ashley is very nosy. Ashley, like, what you're not gonna do is pick up my bills and read them. When she picked up Jazz's bill off the counter, I want to slap her upside her damn head. Girl, don't pick up no bills. That's not. It didn't have your name on it. Nobody asked you for that, and she's just conveniently everywhere to see everything to kind of throw it in Coco Jones' face. I don't like that. I don't like that. The way that he treated her when he was on that booger sugar, I could see her having a little being perplexed with Carlton, but. Ashley's I've never liked Ashley's narrative. They have never, like, the whole aspect. We're supposed to be looking forward to Ashley starting a band. Unless she about to tell me why you're playing with my mind. Unless we're gonna hit one of those, I don't want to hear nothing Ashley got to say.
Was she rapping or doing a spoken word? I said, what? This ain't the music I was expecting.
rapping. Like it seems like every season they can't really get a handle on what they want Ashley's narrative to be. If she's not an activist, then it's the gender thing that was happening. Then it's I just really don't know. But I'm not all that invested in Ashley. I will say, stay out of grown folks' business and put the bills down. I feel like she gonna use that band to air out her grievances and talk about her family, and don't nobody want to hear that.
Don't be like that rapper in Snowfall putting out demo tapes of the game. You were saying they don't do that. Don't do that.
How you feel about Carlton and how he did Ashley when he was on that snow?
No, that was great. I thought that scene was great. I thought that's how drug addicts act, and I think that sometimes that is you can never predict what's going to be the wake up call. And the scene of Carlton realizing how he did Ashley, and then that being the scene for him to publicly end his future, I thought that was all great. I didn't think he needed to do it in front of everybody, but that was cool. And then I like the fact that it's consequences to his actions. I like the fact that Ashley is like, nah, homie, you gotta prove. No, like you don't get to build all that back up in an instant. Like I didn't see you in rehab. I don't know what you talked about. I don't know what you've been through. You was only gone a month. I barely noticed you was gone because you was only gone a month. So nah, son, I like that. That part of Ashley's character, I have no complaints about. I like that. Now everything else, where every season she gotta be the new current trend. Like she had to find her sexuality for some reason in the first season. Then she had to be Michael Evans in the second season.
Not good times.
Yeah, and now they taking the 3-episode arc of her in the original show, where she was trying to be a singer, and give her that arc in the show. And okay, I'm sure it give her something to do.
I thought we were going to coast after that opening where she was holding him accountable while they're all trying to just get back to the norm. And I asked her questions like, no, what did you do in rehab? What did you talk about? How was it? Are you cured? Are you trying? I was like, there we go, Ashley. It take Ashley to ask the real questions. I thought we were going to roll that over into Ashley's personality, but it's like they're going to do something else with her. I'm not digging it at all.
No, because Ashley's function, her real function in the show is just to be the consequence. So when all the older people are doing stuff, at the end, it's like, oh no. When Ashley reacts to it and how it's affecting Ashley, we like, oh no, it's serious because Ashley's affected. But we also have to give her some random stuff to do the other.
I was going to say, are we affected? Oh no, not Ashley. Oh
no. Panel Ashley, how you feel about Bel-Air Ashley?
Yeah, I'm just glad we don't have to hear about her finding herself and her love interest. Although I do think it's weird that the little girl she's got a crush on, they're now alone having secret moments. I actually don't trust that little girl. And I think Ashley's going to say,
I didn't either.
I think she's going to tell her way too much, and that little girl's going to go to the paparazzi. I think she's going to sell her story, put it on social media. I think it's going to be something scandalous like that. I just do.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Dawson, I'm passionate about this.
Yeah.
But I feel like they've overaged Ashley. I don't like the maturity. I don't like the full face of makeup. I don't like these looks as far as the outfits or wardrobe for her character. I think there was a way to implement her in the story. And what I really hate is that we don't necessarily see that bond or closeness between she and Will that we saw in the original. I love that. I would love to see maybe her being bullied at school and Will coming to the rescue and helping her, how to fight a bully or how to deal with that. I'd like to see some of those adolescent issues, not these adult grown up things that we're seeing her face. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good look for the character at all.
Ashley said, back up, Mike.
That's all, just Mike.
But with the little girl that she's definitely going to have a crush on, and then is going to get her heart broken. I don't want her to be. I don't want our mistrust of her to be justified. Only because I don't want this show to turn into a white people are evil show. Because we already got Connor, who's a bad influence on Carlton, and then now Ashley got a little white best friend who looks like the devil. She looked like the little girl orphan. And so I don't trust her, but I just don't want this to turn into a white people are evil show. Every time you make a connection with a white person, you better watch your back. I just don't want that to be the theme of the show.
Maybe if she was blonde, I would have let her make it. She's a dark-haired white kid. It's over. She's diabolical.
Hey, miss. Yeah, I thought I was the only one that didn't trust it. Daddy Lou. Now, how would y'all feel if y'all hanging out with your friends and your cousin trying to get a little something to eat, and then boom, Pops is like right there. Ain't called, ain't wrote a letter, ain't even tried to buy your food. He there. Dom.
Oh, and you had to come to me first. This. I don't like to use this word a lot because it's overused, but this was a little triggering for me because I was in this exact position. So Marlon Wayans came out and Will was like, I was like, because my dad rolled up on me when I was out with my friends out in the middle of having a good time, and you just won't pop up, Reverend? I ain't messing with you. But the fact Marlon Wayans coming back, I think he does good as the dad. I think he's cool as a dad. I believe I believe he ain't Jack. I wholeheartedly believe it. I don't know what this is going to do for Will. I don't know where this storyline is going to go, but I do like the aftermath of this scene, where he calls his mom, and his mom is like, maybe you need to stop looking to all these other bald men and look inside yourself and focus on somebody with hair. And I think that it was a very good scene. And I love the mom whenever they bring her in. I think the mom does a very good job. And I think her and Will's relationship and dynamic is very good. And I like that scene. And I think that set Will on a good path for self-discovery. So I that part was fine. But I don't know what we're going to do with Marlon. I don't know what we're going to do with Lou. Lou was in one episode of the original show, and it was very powerful. And we didn't need a recurrence of Lou. And I don't know if we need a recurrence of Lou in this show either.
I like seeing Lou. I need closure on Lou. I need Lou to have a arc.
But yeah, but I know I'm just damaged. I'm damaged because I'm like Will. So I'm like, don't come up there. No, I don't need you. I'm good now. I'm good now. So go on, step off. So I don't need none of that.
Tyra, how you feel about Lou?
Daddy Lou, get the hell out of here. The way they probably had that moment in the show where that box of memorabilia, Will, he wanted so badly to have because he could never teach me nothing how to raise my goddamn kids. He wanted to have one of those moments so bad. I don't care. Stop trying to force it. I love Marlon, but they brought him back here just to create an obstacle. Like, oh, everything's going right for Will. He's, like just to throw him off of his game. If they don't have real intentions in the storyline to do something significant with him, this is an absolute waste of time. I'm hoping that it wasn't just, we just threw a rock at the window just to let Will I can do more than just play basketball. Let me drop that and go do this. And all of a sudden, soon as he see his daddy coming up out this Shake Shack, he just can't play basketball no more. Like, okay, are we going to do something with this? Are we going to see him again? Is there going to be some type of reconnection to where, because it just seems like he's dropping basketball now because I'm trying to prove I'm not like my dad. He loved basketball, so now I hate it and I can't play anymore. I can't focus on that. I'm going to go do this whole other thing. I just feel like we're not going anywhere with it, and it makes me concerned for the writing of the show. I need to check and see who's on that because I'm not liking it.
Ashley, how you feel about Daddy Lou?
I love to see Marlon. I like to see him coming and going. I like to see him. However, I will say that I think this storyline resonates with some people. Like Dom had just said, I think it resonates with some people, and I like the idea of Will wanting to be the antithesis of everything his father is. I kind of like that dynamic. I'm interested to see how they explore it down the road. I will say it was off-putting to see Will say, I'm just going to throw away this whole thing that I've been working towards my entire life and pursue something different. And I didn't necessarily like that just because it seems outside of Will's character, right? He's been on basketball since day one. I'm going to do this. I'm worried about my future. I'm going to proceed with this. I think it's the idea that basketball is the only way you can do it. And so now I have to prove Lou wrong and show him that I'm more than basketball. I can do more than this, because that is a weird, bizarre take for him to have, oh, that's your ticket out. Oh, because you got Uncle something's money. Now you got to do this. And I'm thinking to myself, is Will really that impressionable? Is that who we've seen him to be? So I'll be interested to see how it plays out. I like Marlon being there. I like a black man working in Hollywood. We'll see. I hope they don't throw it away, and I hope it doesn't stay stagnant.
But that's what I think when we talk about the growth of characters, and so I think maybe growth is the wrong word, but change. Because we've seen Will look for a daddy in the previous seasons, and especially look for a daddy that looked like him. He's looking for his daddy because he don't like Uncle Phil to be his daddy because Uncle Phil doesn't look like him. and doesn't act like him, doesn't have the same values. So he wanted the light-skinned ball man from the basketball coach. He wanted him to be his daddy because, oh, you hood, I'm hood, you hood and got money. I can be hood and get money. And so that's what he's looking for because his daddy hood, but ain't got no money. And so that's all we're looking for. But I think now we are seeing him be like, okay, I can fuse what the coach was and what Uncle Phil is, and I can kind of be like a hybrid of that. I think it would have been more convincing if he would have kept the basketball. Like he talked about with Uncle Phil, like I can keep basketball, but then I can just diversify. And to see him struggle to balance it all would have been interesting. But when he was like, I'm not going to Vegas on the day we got to go to Vegas, I'm not going. Like that was just weird to me. But actually, like you said, I do think Will is impressionable. I think he's very impressionable. I think everybody who presses on him makes an impression. I think he's very malleable. And that's his weakness. His strength is that he wants to be himself, and he's himself in whatever environment he is, and people gravitate to the authenticity. But he's so malleable that it leads him in the wrong direction almost immediately. And so,
because it's a different person every season. This season, what is it? Vic Mensa? Is that his? I'm trying to every season.
You're looking for a daddy.
Yep. On that, we got some more stuff coming out. We got some more dynamics to get into. So we're gonna take a brief intermission and we're gonna get into some more of these slides.
Let me see you move, shawty. Let me see you shake. Cause I got these ones, shawty. Tell me what it takes to see that booty move, to make that ass drop. Cause I'ma make it bloodshot, my rain never stop. Alright, this your boy Juice, giving night you never know. See me right there by that stage, tricking money to the hole. Cause I love to see that wobble, shaking out them clothes. When she right there on that pole, twisting down and touch the floor. Ain't much more to say, I drop a stack to see that ass this way. Bills what I'm giving, I shout it what the business. No, I ain't tripping, them not what I'm sipping. Baby, keep on stripping, I'm tipping. Now let me see you move, shawty. Let me see you shake. Cause I got me. Let me see you move, shawty. Let me see you shake. Cause I got these ones, shawty. Tell me what it takes to see that booty move, to make that ass drop. Cause I'ma make it bloodshot, my rain never stop. Alright, this your boy Juice, giving night you never know. See me right there by that stage, tricking money to the hole. Cause I love to see that wobble, shaking out them clothes. When she right there on that pole, twisting down and touch the floor. Ain't much more to say, I drop a stack to see that ass this way. Bills what I'm giving, I shout it what the business. No, I ain't tripping, them not what I'm sipping. Baby, keep on stripping, I'm tipping. Now let me see you move, shawty. Let me see you shake. Cause I got me.
Hey, my name Rasheed. I rap like Shawty Low. Okay.
Now let me see. We got to talk about this because this whole thing. I'm over their Twilight love triangle too. I'm over theirs too. Ashley, how you feel about Lisa and Jackie here? Because all of them get on my nerves.
Baby, when I tell you I fell out, when she says, B, are you something, so whatever she say to that girl, I fell out. I said, Lisa, let her know, because she was playing in her face. Mm-hmm. She was playing in her face the whole time, and Will ain't have sense enough to set up some boundaries. But also, Lisa, my girl, if you want that man, tell him you want to be exclusive and quit playing games with it. Right. Like, it's silly at this point. And what's her name? Not Lisa, but Jackie's on the screen. Jackie want Will back. She want a taste, and she was trying to prove something. Again, going back to Bad Girl Riri, she's gonna be a problematic because she encouraged Lisa to do this. You just gonna let her talk to your man like this? That's what she does? And then we see a couple scenes later, she pops off. We know he's gonna end up with Lisa. Jackie, get out of here. Go find somebody else. Go be with Vic. Go be with Vic Mensa. Go be with him. That's probably where it's gonna go. But yeah, I'm over it as well. Since they're gonna share coochie in Bel-Air, just go on and stick with the coochie that you already stole from your cousin. Just stay there, and because apparently there's none other. There's no more in all of LA.
We got a super chat here. Let's see. Haven't watched this show, but wanted to show some love. Thank you for showing us some love. Anyway, and we'll tell you everything you need to know. So stick around.
Right.
Tyra, how you feel about Lisa and Jackie and Lisa getting fed up?
First of all, Lisa better sit down. I was invited, okay? Jackie was invited to this function with my little black set shirt on, okay? Don't get mad because I was out there making some work and selling more t-shirts. Girl, this is not a competition. Lisa didn't, personify or make any significant, like, okay, this is what we are. Y'all didn't make anything indefinite. So as far as I'm concerned, Will is open territory. He invited the both of us. He, you saw how he was looking when he saw Jackie in the living room. He looked like he was gonna sop her up like a biscuit. Like, excuse me? The signals I'm getting is that I'm wanted, child. Even old Viv, hooking me up with a job so I can be even closer to the man. Like, what? It's clicking on all cylinders for me. And from what I heard, this isn't your man.
Man. That's what you keep saying.
Well,
that's not my man. You're just what? You're confused. So now you're gonna get mad at me and call me a biatch on the street? I think not. Child, Jackie better than me because I thought she was gonna take off them bamboo earrings. She already got them straight back. She was primed and ready to fight. Lisa can't do nothing but swim. Knock her out.
I was just gonna say, Jackie, she a little hood. She might.
A little.
I didn't have time for that. But as far as that little exchange there, Jackie, that she just told you everything you needed to know because you need to check that woman. You need to check that woman, girl. I'm just here doing a job. Like, don't get mad at me because I got a little flavor and your man thought it was tasty. Ew. But yeah, I'm over this. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. This little sorry love triangle. I already told you, Carlton and Will spent many a day acting like it was the only B in Bel-Air, and she's not. And Lisa, he isn't the only dude in Bel-Air. Like, it's just tired at this point. So they explore the relationship, but if they're gonna do all of this and we're significant and we're together, and I don't even see Jackie just for him to go and have a oops situation with Jackie, please don't do that. Do something else.
Dom, do you think Viv was messy for
Yeah, I'm being messy. I'm being messy, and that's why you gotta love triangle in your house. That's exactly why, because you pay attention to these kids and they pay attention to your own Jackie in your house. So that's what you get. That's what you get. Deal with your Jackie. But this was, this is again what I was like. These are kids. Like, just because they are the actors and actresses are adults. These are supposed to be 16-year-olds.
I can't, don't.
Like,
I'm not ever looking at none of these people here like they 16. Everybody here is 20 plus, and they gonna be that. I don't care what high school hallways they walk in. Y'all not gonna play in my face. This is not the Grassy. It's not the Disney Channel. These are grown people. I just
good. The 90210 did it. We can do it here. These are 16-year-olds. And this is how 16-year-olds act. And Lisa said what she thought was the right thing, but it wasn't how she felt. And then Will, standing on business, he was like, "Look, I'm clear about what I want, but if you're not gonna be on the same page, I'm gonna respect that too." And he didn't do anything out crazy to Jackie. He didn't give her no extra long hugs or nothing like that. He was just like, "Hey, you can be here because why not?" That was Lisa's fault, and Lisa stood, and Lisa had enough of it. And when Will was like, "Oh, you pressed," well, then let me reaffirm the fact that, and he made an effort. That's again Will's growth, because he not only said what he wanted as far as Lisa, but he behaved that way. He showed up. He was like, "Oh, you're not a morning person, but I'm gonna show up because you like to run in the morning. I'm gonna show up in the morning. I got your green grass juice, and I'm gonna let you know my intentions, and I'm gonna, back it up with actions." But as a 16-year-old, that would have worked, exactly how it worked.
That's gonna work
And
as long as because she landing low and spreading it. Well, I could stay. I gotta practice, but I'm supposed to be swimming and working on my own personal stuff. And girl, you better take a note from Monica's book. We ain't gonna be out of here ruining our sports career trying to support our man at a drag show. Girl, you supposed to be swimming and practicing, trying to achieve something.
She woke up. She running.
Oh, please. Yeah, okay.
Look, everybody say they piece on Twilight over here. Because I'm over it. I need one of them to exit stage left. One of them. And don't Jackie got like problems and stuff like Jackie got enough issues than to be dealing with Will right now. She got
they forgot all of that. No, all that stuff she was dealing all that character development she was dealing with. They threw that out the window.
They present Jackie as the hometown homegirl, like she can relate to Will in a way that Lisa can't. So it seems like she's always going to be an option. Please do something else, please. Because he was looking like, I went through that whole little Kendrick crap in the living room. Like he sees something in her that he's never going to see from Lisa because she's from the other side of them tracks. Mm-hmm. He gonna cheat on the little girl, and I don't want to see that.
But don't she got like a dance recital to do? Ain't she working?
Teaching yoga? Yeah.
Both of them got stuff to do. Then be fooling up with Will here. Both
I
of
ain't
them
never had this much time in the day. Like,
they ain't got this much time. They ain't got it.
Oh, Jackie, get your man, Jackie. Okay.
Speaking of why everybody in a love triangle this season? Because what is this? Y'all get me upset because
these writers are tired.
James Avery, Uncle Phil would never.
Never. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. James Avery, he did do that. This is exactly what James Avery, Uncle Phil.
No, did. It wasn't nothing like this.
No, it was exactly like this. Don't play. He was when Will slept with the daughter and the mama was pressing Uncle Phil because she was an old friend. Yeah, this is
she was pressing him, but it wasn't like this though.
James told Pam Grier, girl, you better go away from here with that. My wife is in there and her name is Vivian. Okay, you better go.
Right.
Okay? He did that same thing.
No lips was like no. This is totally different. Will wasn't gonna never see Pam again. We saw Pam Grier that one episode and she ain't never come back. They ain't meet at the Mosey Rosie Hotel.
Around the corner.
This is cheating. This is borderline. If she catch him slipping one little work late night and show him a little thigh meat, it's over. Like this is just have an open marriage, please. Just have an open marriage at this point.
Ashley, tell us about and what is Aunt Viv doing with the one guy with Mr. Dark Skin?
Oh, she finna get that chef, baby. He'll be bending over like Baghdad. Now that she done found out too. Oh yeah, she gonna make Uncle Phil pay, even though she hadn't been giving him that cat at all. She said this has been since Carlton went to rehab. She said, has he? I said, girl, you ain't got no watch on. Why you looking down, girl? You don't want all that quality D in the house with you anyway. This is a mess. I don't understand the angle of Erica though, right? Because it's like you greeted her, you apologized for the past, did all that, and then turned around and kissed Phil in his mouth. And now every time you see Vivian, it's not like a look of like, I'm ashamed or embarrassed. It's a look of like, I want your man. I'm going to take your man. I'm going to get your man, girl. So it's very disingenuous the way they are navigating around each other to me. Even the conversation where Vivian confronts her, I was like, I just don't feel it because Erica's devious. It ain't like I did this. Oh, it was an accident. No, Heffa, you have your sights on my man. You want him. Just be a woman and say that, right? But yeah, it's uneventful. I don't feel the heat. I don't feel the passion, even when she goes after Phil. And Phil is just so passive to me. I'm like, I want him to stand up. I really do. I want him to really take some kind of charge or action. And I don't know why keep it a secret. Tell your wife, if this woman came to you, laid it on the line, popped it open for you, and you declined, just tell your wife. Don't accept all these clients from her. And what's that about? Is there some more nefarious motive about the business that she's sending his way? I have questions about Erica, but yeah, I'm over the love triangle. It's probably going to push him further into her arms, and Vivian will be with Taco Man.
Child, they about to Frank Mitchell Uncle Phil. That's what they about to do. They about to Frank Mitchell this situation. Like,
Child, I'm gonna throw this
Nah,
whole
they
show
bet
in
not.
the trash.
nice
They
stand-up
bet not.
husband, black man. And then so like, oh, you've been cheating on me this whole time. Like, it ain't gonna be no Dorian, and it ain't gonna go that far. But like, there is no point of this. He's setting himself up to basically have an affair. Like, why, if this lady rolled up on you as my husband, soon as you touch down, baby, I was just standing there minding my business. She just like, don't leave any room for a gray area. The way when she came in that office, you would have swore like they had, a big Cinemax scene where they knocked everything off the desk and he rocked her world. And all Vivian said was, hello. Yeah, we wasn't doing nothing. I was just, why are you acting so guilty? Why are you incriminating yourself? Like, it didn't even go that far, ma'am. It just didn't seem right. So it makes him look crazy to not tell his wife, because if it's all of that, why would you keep it a secret? And then why are we acting like Erica is the only person you could do legit business with? Really?
Yeah,
It couldn't possibly be. No.
We had to have got different writers from season 2 to season 3 because they made such a change. They made such a change in these character directions, because when Erica sat down with Viv and was like, I don't have no friends, I don't have no marriage, I just want a girlfriend, and they bonded over business. In watching that scene, I was like, okay, I believe it. And I thought that it was going to be like a thing where now Viv got a friend who can show up, who's a regular cast member, and maybe the drama will, manifest some other way in a more natural way. But then in this season, she back to I'm gonna get your man, and it just doesn't make sense. What Uncle Phil did doesn't make sense because at the moment, Uncle Phil did everything right. He was like, can't do that.
Exactly. He didn't lean into it.
He didn't lean into it.
He literally backed away from it. Exactly.
He was like, stop that. It was like a cat. Stop that. And so the very next thing you do is, hey, baby, how was your day? Hey, man, Erica tripping, and she did this, and I stopped it. So I talked to the company, and I'm going to get a different liaison to deal with these customers. I'm not going to deal with Erica no more. So that's what's happening, baby. That's the whole, that's everything that Uncle Phil had to do was just be like, look, Erica did this. You was right. She tripping. I squashed it, and this is how I handled it. That's the conversation.
He said, I ain't saying nothing, and you don't say nothing to my wife either. We gonna keep this a secret between us. For what?
For why?
And then we do the same thing with her and the Michael Ealy type of stuff in season 1. Like, oh, somebody's, coming along, paying me compliments and admiration. This nice, fine chef who just thinks she just looks so good, and it's.
But the thing is, like, why? Like, Phil is there. Like, he's not pushing Viv away, though. That's why I don't understand why she's looking at Master Chef over there. Because Phil he's right there.
They're trying to create problems, Kay. They're trying to create the whole narrative still of remember, I got my own life and my own business. I'm not here to be your, you cook clean, catering wife and all these business dinners. I have my own thing. Like we got all of these hurdles already. Those are my issues with the writing. They should be evolving into something else. If it's not their relationship being solidified, all of this could be poured into their children. And it's enough problems going on with them damn kids for their marriage to never even need to be a factor. But the fact that they keep trying to make them cheaters, like, for what?
And I think that's the problem, is that in the beginning of the show, they wrote a good marriage. Then that's the problem. They wrote two people who are good together. Like, they work together as a team. They communicate. Even when they have problems, they figure it out in a healthy
They did.
way.
That's what I liked about the season 1 is that they had very good conflict resolution, and that's what I appreciated, seeing a Black couple have good conflict resolution.
And so the marriage you showed me in season 1 it does not deal with these issues this way. Like, if you don't want to deal with infidelity, you got to convince me, because they don't deal with this dumb stuff. But the problem is, I think they figured out that we wrote a good, healthy couple, and we don't know how to write conflict well with that couple, because that takes an elevated type of writing, because it's easy to write this because we see it in every TV show. Every TV show that has a married couple has to have this. And so you wrote a couple that shouldn't have to deal with this because they're so good, they're beyond this. But then you got in the writer's room and you was like, we're gonna do this season. I don't know. Erica, you know what I'm saying? It just seems lazy to me.
Anybody else on this crack in the middle of this marriage that
just raggedy, Kay. It's just raggedy. They went and said like all of this for their marriage. When it comes to Carlton, can we both agree that we don't know what the hell we're doing? Absolutely, babe. And they just skip. I'm like, oh, okay, that's all we get. That's all we get for that. That deserves all their attention and devotion. Like it could have just been ups and downs with the kids. Like pour more into Ashley, Hillary, their situation. Don't destroy this black marriage for what they just can't have a healthy marriage. That's just not good for TV. Claire and Cliff did,
and they did season 1. That was one of the things I was singing praises. I was like, look at this. There is a married, wealthy black couple with good conflict resolution. They talk to each other. They have good communication. They was talking to the children, having good communication with them. And then now all of a sudden, where was they at? It ain't been that long. How did the whole house fall apart all of a sudden because Will came in there?
And they dealing with their love triangle worse than the kids are, because at least the kids, we'd established boundaries. We know our titles, and if you don't like the title, you got to voice it. Like the kids is dealing with their love triangle in a more healthy way than the adults is, because ain't nobody lying with the kids. Nobody's lying with the kids, but we got lying over here for what?
I don't like the dynamic they do. I don't like what they're doing with Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv, because that's not what I got. It was bad enough that we had Raggedy Lou. Now we got to deal with raggedy ass Frederick. Okay. And Gangs of London here.
Top boy.
Oh boy, bro,
Ashley, tell us about Raggedy Frederick over here.
Bruv, top boy. He's in gang life himself. I think this is such a weird dynamic. If he is clearly spying, which they allude to, right? He's taking private calls. No, Jeffrey doesn't know I'm watching him. Very MI6. I'm working undercover to get revenge on my father who was never there for me. And of course, Jeffrey's opening up and is like, I love you, son. This was my story. I had to keep you close so you can be protected. And the little boy don't need no protection. He's out there scamming people at the black event. Got the money rolled in his sock, about to get shanked, talking about he's not ready for me, bruv. I'm going to say it, Tyra. I'm going to say bruv. I love it. I feel like I'm here in this place. But no, he's problematic. And then you're going to pin it on Will and Carlton. And Will and Carlton, because they want to say face, whatever. They're not telling Jeffrey. It's going to be stupid. And it'll probably last 2 or 3 more episodes, which is going to be so annoying. Playing cloak and dagger, hiding the secret. Something's going to happen. It'll be exposed. They knew all the time. This is really redundant for me. I don't like this storyline at all. I think fine Jeffrey, we could have done something else with his character. Mm-hmm. I'd have liked to see him going on some of his hit missions, getting rid of people. I would have liked to see that type of action, but this son is not it for me. I do not like his character at all. Yeah.
Right, because Jeffrey was giving me hope from Scandal, and that's where I needed him to be. Now his raggedy son done got up here and throwing a wrench in the plans. You are taking away from the job that we need him to do right now, Frederick. I'm gonna need you to take yourself back on down there to London and do your knife fights up there. Tyra.
Frederica needs to go. This is the least interesting aspect of the show for me. What I could remember that I liked about the show, I was like, oh, Jeffrey cool as hell. Like I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with Jeffrey's character. This is what we do. I would have liked for them to subvert the expectation for this son, because Jeffrey's son wasn't squat in the original show. Mm-hmm. He came there manipulating, and it was all for money. And it kind of seems like this might be going down the same path. I hate that this ABC writing of we're not going to tell anybody that we feel like Frederick is doing because why are we not telling Jeffrey? I feel like we're doing all of this to get all the way down to okay. Frederica then stole the Hellcat and hit 5 people. Now we got to tell Jeffrey everything. And then it's going to be you're going to pick me over them. Or it's either going to be, my son would never do that type of situation. And there's going to be resentment between Carlton. This is just a lazy way to create problems in the show or within the family with their relationship of him eventually probably believing his son. But there's just nothing believable about Frederick. He just gives stank. Like it just first of all, he looked old as hell. Where do they find these actors? Where do they find these? These are not any high school. Frederick, that's somebody's father. I just don't like the hair. I'm sorry. He looked younger than Frederick. I was like, what the heck? The only thing aging Jeffrey up is that damn beard that's connected. He looks older than him. It's just not giving father-son for me. But I think this is pretty lazy, and I wish they did something more creative with the son or to create a riff with Jeffrey and the boys, because that's what it looks like it's going up to. It makes absolutely no sense for them not to tell Jeffrey something. It was one thing for we heard a miscellaneous phone call that could be interpreted as something else. You literally stood here and he's lying. You see it for yourself face to face that he's no good. Why not say something? It's weird.
I need to see a drive-by at the Bel-Air mansion. Dom?
No, you remember, I don't know if you watch Power, the real OG Power. You remember how most episodes, Ghost would be like in a suit trying to go legit, and he trying to do his thing, and then randomly he would have to go do a hit, and so he put the ski mask
on them gloves.
He put the all black on and go be a sniper for real quick. Like that, I would rather see Jeffrey do that every other episode, where it's just like Jeffrey on a mission. He got a side mission he got to do, and I would rather see him do that, because any reveal that you give me with Frederick, there's a high probability it won't make sense, because he can't be in the gang. You can't have him be in the gang, because why don't we know? Because they've been keeping tabs on this boy for his whole life. They know he tried to go join these other 3 gangs and made it so the gangs rejected him. So not only are they watching the boy, they got influence in London somehow. Somehow London is equally hunting Jeffrey, but Jeffrey got enough sauce in London so that none of the gangs, including the gang that's hunting him, is taking in his son. So however much power Jeffrey got, but he still can't live there, is one writing gear thing.
You know, Dom, I ain't even think about that part, because like Jeffrey, how you got the juice, but you still on the run? I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing, but at the same time, we know if you join the gang, he gotta actually. I know you joked and said he was MI6 or MI5. He got to be MI5. They got a real hit out on Jeffrey, or they're trying to get some. He got some secrets that he's trying to get. Like, he really is in the military, and he is a secret agent. That's the only way this makes sense. That's the only way he should be able to outmaneuver Jeffrey and do some stuff that Jeffrey don't know about. Jeffrey know how to keep tabs on everybody else, everybody's child, and he know how to. The coach from last season, the coach's business partner. You can't do nothing that Jeffrey ain't finding out. But his son just I don't believe it. It's gonna be bad. Whatever happens.
Jeffrey and B613.
That's what I'm saying. He right next to Huck at the bottom of the White House torturing somebody, but he don't know what his son doing when he not watching. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's trash. Jeffrey's supposed to be out here being the equalizer. We don't need this. If they really want this story to make sense, I need like something to happen. Like, I need a drive-by at the Bel-Air mansion. I need a home invasion while everybody's sleeping. Everybody coming in there with ski masks on with a British accent. Okay, I need to see some knife fights.
You want Jeffrey to be Reggie from Bad Boys? You know?
I need this to turn into an action real hard, because for me to be invested, y'all gonna have to show me something. And I don't feel like they have shown me the things that I need to see right now for me to invest in it. I need Jeffrey to get shot up, okay? I need him to be out in public and somebody snipe him. And I need it to be like Frederick would be like, yeah, you know, we got him. And it was him all along. Yeah. Exactly. Make me care, because right now we're wasting time with this. We need to. I need to know if LaMarcus is alive or not.
He gone.
Yeah, he gone. He laying right next to Zeke from Power. He right there.
Just taking out the athletes.
Yeah.
Where do you all see this season going? Do you think that Will and Carlton are going to be successful with Black Cess? Do you think that they're going to keep up their business plan throughout the season, or in 2 episodes we're going to forget all about Black Cess? Again, I didn't know that that LaMarcus might be Trevor, and we might not see him, no more after this. Do y'all think Ashley is going to put out a hit record, and that Will and Carlton gonna get on the stage and be her backup dancers?
Not with that slow rapping. No, that was terrible. That was terrible spoken word. That was terrible slow rapping.
Tell me why you playing with my mind, boy.
It reminded me of, remember when Maya had that genre of music in Girlfriends, trip hop? Was that what it was?
Oh, yeah,
Lynn. Yeah, that's all she needed was that weird like beat underneath it. It would have sounded like that. It was strange. No, their business. Here's the thing. I have a question before y'all answer this though. Mm-hmm. With that, if their business is successful, why stay working at the country club? Like, so they work for the country club for a day or 2 and then quit because they got funded for Black Cess?
But are they allowed to quit? Because I think the summer job was like keep them busy. Like, it wasn't for income. It was to keep them busy. So
Tyra, read this real quick.
Actually sounded like Sweetie. I don't know what that was. That was annoying. I was like, Ashley, shut up. I thought, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't go on for as long as I thought. If it went on a second longer, Ashley was gonna get muted because baby, I don't want to hear that riff raff.
And I thought, oh, go ahead.
No, I just don't care about any of this. I was hoping that the situation at the country club would go left and maybe really getting into, y'all remember that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Will goes to like give back to the community and that store is burnt down and he has that revelation of like, yeah, I'm from the hood, but I'm not identifying with y'all anymore because I've been, in the essence of all these rich people this entire time. I thought that scene at the country club was going to go there. I thought they were going to get fired because why are y'all sitting here? First of all, you ain't doing your job. You're not doing your job. I thought they were going to get fired and maybe we would, have some type of conflict of something like maybe Will feeling out of touch or it went nowhere instantly. It was like, all right, well, yeah, come on down at 5 o'clock. That's when the people come out. It's peak hour to be selling your business. That didn't do anything for me. This situation here, I don't care. I really don't care for Vic Mensa. Like, why? What are you going to do here? Nothing. I think it's just here for like a name dropper just to have a, familiar face on the show. That didn't do anything. I'm like, are we building this up to, it feels like we're going to build something up per usual to tear it down. Either Carlton is going to relapse or something's going to happen with Will. And it's just, this isn't going to serve a purpose. Were they going to find success? They ain't doing that.
But are they gonna save Jazz's shop? That's that's what we worried about.
Because Ashley, other little nosy person, she all in. Why you in his mail? First of all, looking at his copy prints and stuff. Just you and Will are just so nosy. But I know I want Jazz to keep his record shop. And why is Uncle Phil? What you trying to sell it for, Uncle Phil? First of all, Uncle Phil, you fake because you the one brought LaMarcus back into the family fold in the first place. But now you over there talking about, yeah, Jazz, hit me up anytime you need something. Him and Aunt Viv actually are really messy.
What I will say was I was really happy to see Dual Heel. I love him as an actor and I love I think. I was like, all right, I'm sitting up now. I care. Yeah. I love him as an actor, and I feel like he gonna even in that little 5 seconds that we got him, he put Uncle Phil in his place. Baby, this ain't the place for somebody worried about their stats and the dynamic and what their portfolio is looking like. I'm trying to run a business. This is for the people, baby. You can look around if you want to. I'm excited for that and to see what happens with his character, but. That's a one-off character. I'm not excited for anything our core folks are doing. I'm not excited to see Carlton relay. It's like. It's kind of predictable. And I think that's what's tearing me away, that I just kind of feel like we already kind of know where this was going. So unless they subvert something really soon, even with Jazz Record Shop, baby, ain't nobody buying that no more. I just, you gotta, I'm sorry. It's hard for anybody to keep a business open. You trying to keep a vinyl shop open?
and don't sell nothing else. It ain't a coffee shop in there. It ain't. He don't sell nothing but vinyls. It's crazy.
Take that 30,000 and add on like vinyl and do something else because just that and him not even wanting to bend like I'm not taking a handout. I'm just but you crying in the car. You crying in the car, Jazz. You better take that little money from that ain't hurting his pockets. Take that little money. You could always pay it back. All this obstacle for what? And then in the whole Fast and Furious aspect of it, I was like, what is this?
Hilarious.
Why did they throw that in there and threw in the Fast and Furious reference? I was like, what am I watching?
They could have absolutely kept that.
I love that. That was great. I don't care what y'all say. That was hilarious. That was almost a shot-for-shot remake of the first Fast and Furious movie. That was hilarious.
We could have put in a knife fight in that place, okay?
You want somebody to get stabbed so bad, okay? I thought when old Frederica went in that sock, he was gonna pull out one of them knife, bruv. As actual bruv, I got a knife, bruv.
But see, that would have been an interesting turn if they actually did fight and Frederick was like pop 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 and took one of them out. And now Jeffrey got to cover up a murder to save his son. That would have been better. That would have been a better storyline than this mess.
Could did a lot.
Oh my goodness, Ashley, how do you think the rest of this season will turn out? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Nowhere fast. I think they're gonna hem and haw these next 3 or 4 episodes. I think we might get something a little juicy towards the end, but I think they're going to play the status quo. I think it'll be kind of predictable, unfortunately, these next couple episodes, just the way it's looking so far. But I hope that they surprise me. I hope that I'm wrong. As far as the business, again, I think Tyra or Dom said it. Carlton's definitely going to have a setback. The one thing we can be absolutely sure about is that he will relapse by the end of this season. Bad girl Riri is going to be a problem, probably cause a division in his relationship between he and Will. Definitely foresee that. Definitely he's going to fall out with the Vic Mensa character. And Tyra, he's there just to be fine, okay? And maybe to steal your girl, because I do think that since he's always at the club and now Jackie's a yoga instructor there, I think I'm just saying. I think we might see
to be children. Ain't Vic
supposed to be 16?
It don't matter. You know how they do.
This is why I don't
care. Lisa's gonna have a little setback with her swim career, but she's gonna keep pressing on. She's gonna have to prove it to her auntie or whoever's coaching her. Yeah. And Phil and she's gonna be Stella getting her groove back because she's gonna feel that Phil wronged her so much. And so she's going to be on a vendetta mission, and Taco Man is going to be pursuing her hardcore. And we're going to get a mystery. Taco Man is really an artist on Instagram that's been stalking her.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, why are we trying to make it like this? I was like, oh, they're trying to subvert us. Oh, okay. Good job.
Subvert.
Good job. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, they trying.
All right.
No, we see.
Y'all think they're gonna open up the marriage like they were shown in the previews?
She looked turned on. She bored. They got too much money, Kay. That's what bored people do.
Like, I'm still ain't going for that.
Exactly. If Uncle Phil say if he say that's okay for both of them to do that, then I'm gonna really know something about this show.
Yeah, and because you can't, again, we got different writers this season. Now after this conversation, I'm 100% sure, because you can't tell me that the same Uncle Phil that was about to rip Michael Ealy's head off, he was about to go in on Michael Ealy in the first season, and now you think that all right, well, whatever makes the marriage work. You ought to slap the chocolate off you, boy. Man, I can't stand this new Uncle Phil. I don't like it. I
don't know. Look, I don't know where they headed Dom, at this point, but they are like actually they're going nowhere fast because I do not like what they're doing with Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil. That's not the couple that I was praising in season 1. Mm-hmm. Who told them to get Ratchet on the show? We got Ratchet TV. That's what I have stars for. Okay. Mm-hmm. This was supposed to be wholesome.
And We TV yes. And stars for the Ratchet.
See what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Because when Peacock bought the show, they bought the first 2 seasons together. So the first 2 seasons, we got wholesome, good TV. And then that second season didn't hit like they wanted to. It didn't get the viewership they wanted to. So they was like, hey, with this new season, I need y'all to Tubi it up. I need y'all to call Jocelyn Hernandez to write a couple episodes and consult, because this ain't it.
Not
Ain't
the
nobody
Puerto
watching.
Rican princess.
Nobody watching the Cosbys anymore. Mm-mm.
The Puerto Rican princess. She got
That's
her.
why that different. That's what somebody said in the comments too. That different world reboot not gonna hit, because
don't even tell me that. Don't tell me that.
What demographic is this show for exactly? I think that's because sometimes I feel like I'm like, is this for me? This has to be for a younger audience, huh?
You would think.
But the nostalgia aspect would make you feel like, oh, we have to be the target audience. We're the ones who grew up on the show and who would return to.
See,
who it's for?
I don't think so. I think it is for a younger audience because the nostalgia stuff is subtle and deep cuts. Like, you gotta have a real good memory of these episodes. It's not like, I mean, they bring in a couple and they bring in some actors in this season. They bring 1 or 2 back. We saw in the preview they're gonna bring OG Jeffrey back. But the nostalgia of every episode isn't like hitting in your face like, remember this? They, like, him and Jazz don't do the handshake every episode. Like, and Uncle Phil not throwing no, like, they're not doing like stuff like that where it's like, haha, I remember when. It's like, if you watch the show and you remember storylines from the show, then you'll be like, oh, I see what they're doing here. But I think it's for somebody Hillary's age.
I think that's my disconnect. I don't think this is for me or my demographic. This for the under 16ers, and I'm okay with that.
Well, dang. Y'all let us know in the comments, how do y'all feel about Bel-Air season 3? Have you watched it? Do you plan to watch it? What is your assessment? Are you liking it this far? And if you do, what do you like about it? I've always loved the fashion in the show. I'll give them that. They make sure everybody is styled very, very nicely. Every very beautiful cast. But they getting problematic, and I need wholesome. I don't want to watch a ratchet TV show. Okay, that's what I'm going over there for the Powerverse for. I don't want this to be ratchet TV. I wanted this to be wholesome. The sitcom was a wholesome show. They can make a drama show and still make it a wholesome show. That you can do both. So I don't understand why they are trying to say we're competing with BMF. No, y'all not. We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do all that. I don't even need to see
the Wonder Years tried to be wholesome. You see Duel over here on the cast. They said we canceling that. We don't want that. We want no wholesome black people on TV. Y'all need to get ratchet and do some open match.
And I'm mad because I was watching the Wonder Years. That was very wholesome.
Yeah. And that's why I did watch it. Because the OG, because the original Wonder Years is very wholesome. It's like Seventh Heaven and the Wonder Years. It's very, very wholesome, and it's boring. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I think they did really good with mixing it to. It's still like the Wonder Years OG wholesome, but it's black too, and it's funny. Yeah, it's really, really good. I love the show. I was sad to see it get canceled.
Don't like broke my heart too.
Because I like this because it's black, rich, wholesome, and that's the other part about the show where I think the people watching it, the demographic watching it is not the people. The demographic of people watching it or that watched it in the beginning are the villains in the show, or depicted as the villains, because like the people who are like hood and are okay with being hood and like, yeah, Uncle Phil is bougie and he didn't forgot where he came from and I don't like him. Those people don't like the show because they like, we the villains every time. Every time something come up, we the villains. And so I think that there's not enough of people. Like when we watched the Cosby Show, it was something to aspire to. I don't think anybody's aspiring to be. I don't think enough people are aspiring to be on Viv and Uncle Phil.
In season 1, they would have been.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think season 1 they were people to aspire to be to, yes, but I don't think the people watching were like, I want to get more of that because that's what I want in my life. I don't think that was I don't think it was hitting that demographic. I think it was hitting the demographic of people who want to see some craziness. And this should have been a reboot of Martin for them instead of.
So you're saying that
this should Martin is coming, which is crazy to me.
That's wild. It had no story. There's no story in Martin.
I will say it does say a lot about this show that I thought you know what, I can't come back and watch these 3 episodes and completely skip over season 2 because I had never seen any of it. By the time I went through my little recaps of season 2 just to get all the way caught up to watch, I was like, I ain't have to watch none of that. I could have just watched this and it wouldn't have changed anything, and that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, the little recap when you start see episode 1 and it's like previously on Bel-Air and they do that, that's enough. they didn't leave anything out. They left nothing important out. That was like, okay. Well,
Yeah, pretty much. Y'all let us know down there if you think that the network of Zeus is coming over to Peacock and putting their hand into the script over here, because I think they trying to sell us on Ratchet and for the millennials that grew up with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, we was looking for a nice wholesome show. Okay, we didn't want any of that. Before we get out of here, we got to let y'all know what we got going on. I need y'all, if you have not, to hit that like and hit subscribe on Everybody Up Here's channel so that we can tell y'all what we got going on, how to find us, and all that good stuff. Now, how do I circle this stuff around? See, this is why I don't be knowing how to do stuff.
No, friend, you just grab the person's face with your mouth and drag them into your spot if you want them to be big. There you go.
See, I got it. You know what? Since you done taught me how to do this, Ashley, let us know what's going on over at My Sweet Perspective.
Girl, everything. If y'all did not check out the Love is Blind live last night, go watch it. It's one of the most hilarious things. You get to hear my accent. Sublime, okay, bruv. It was so fun. And then tomorrow we are doing the Braxtons. Sundays are for Lady in the Lake, and y'all know Tuesday we talk vampires. Be mindful though, and be aware that I will be dropping a ton of uploaded content this weekend. So please just subscribe, like the content, drop a couple comments, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you for hosting, Kay. Great job.
Yay, me. Tyra, what's going on over here with the struggle?
Struggling, you know what's up. Yeah, you know what Ashley said. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for tomorrow, of course, is not only the Braxtons, but that's when we talk horror and get into some killer conversations over there on King Nikki TV. Be on the lookout for that. And Child Sunday for Lady in the Lake. A whole lot happened. If you watch Lady in the Lake and you join us on Sundays, a whole lot happened in this most recent episode, and we need to talk. Do not miss it, because after that one, we only get to talk one more time, and then the series is over. It's only 7 episodes, so be there for that. Now Monday. I'm still contemplating on Monday. We might do some Fine Man, that day. And yeah, we might do that. We might ask Dom to pull up and DJ and put us some Fine Man in the chat.
Because sometimes we like to get ratchet. Sometimes we get a little ratchet.
We might get a little ratchet on Monday. I'm not too sure on that. But of course, Tuesdays we do talk vampires, so be on the lookout for that. And also that following Thursday, it's your girl's birthday. It's your girl's birthday, and I would love nothing more than for us to get all up into Waiting to Exhale, all while celebrating me. So be on the lookout for that. The stream is up for that to make sure that you join us on that particular day. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, send Kate a super chat if you love her. Stop playing. Do that. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And Dom, what we got going on?
Man, also be on the lookout.
No way.
No, it's movies coming. I got the Alien Romulus review coming out. I got to see an early screening of a new thriller called Strange Darling that comes out on the 23rd. So that review is going up. And the Netflix documentary Daughters I watched, and when I stopped crying, that movie will come up too. I mean, that review will come up too. But Lord, I needed a day. I needed a couple days because that was a lot. Mm-hmm. But movies. Yeah. So stay tuned. Reviews and commentary coming at you.
Yeah. Thank you, Don. Thank you for bringing it up, Don. I will be hosting a live for Daughters Wednesday. Please watch that documentary on Netflix. Yeah. I stopped crying when I shed about 7 thug tears, thick ones. 777, you know, if there's a heaven for a G tears. It was very deep, very moving, really touching. And it's great to have some open dialogue about everything that transpired in the documentary. So if you have not watched Daughters on Netflix, please do that, because we can't wait to talk about that one.
Ooh, real tears, y'all.
Absolutely. Okay, even if you're an OG like me, you still gonna get a little watery in the eyes. But
Viola snot bubble. I've been standing with you, snot bubble crying. It's terrible.
But yeah, y'all hit the subscribe button. Horror panel tomorrow. We got Braxton's and Lady in the Lake. Y'all know we got the vampires and whatnot coming. But just hit the subscribe button, okay? It's a lot happening here. Love is Blind. We did absolutely have a lot of fun with that yesterday, just cutting a full, as we always do. And you know, you just never know when we have a time to just be ratchet and do some foolishness up here. That's why you need to hit subscribe and the notification bell, because we will do some crazy stuff sometimes, okay? We have fun on this panel. Thank y'all for showing up to talk about Bel-Air and going through this with us. Y'all let us know if y'all gonna watch the rest of the season, and let us know just how y'all felt about it. How do y'all feel about the turn of the writing this season? And you know what? We're gonna see y'all tomorrow. 2 more times tomorrow. Good night.
We soldiers in civilians' clothing, making moves in the war under cover of a Trojan, and they ain't even know it. We live in it, give it all till the last. These niggas out here clueless in these streets, Stacey Dash. Just laughing cause I'm focused and I'm all in. Casually sipping the Bloody Mary like it's early on a fucking weekend. Everybody ain't built to just leap in. Dive into a world where no one saves you when you sinking. It's all or nothing, we won't do just to maintain a higher living, higher status, higher place to reign. Go